Hey y'all, this is Allison hanging out in my space to craft, and I'm going to work on one of those page kits that I just made. This is my daughter's college declaration photos. The same photographer that did her senior portraits had a little session for all of her portrait folks to wear their college t-shirts. I had cut out on my Cricut these two T's to make a Texas Tech logo. Just wanted to ink those. The paper kit I have, I also made these little guns because they're saying this guns up. I've added these letters since we did the page kit, and then I'm also going to add some more black and white papers. I don't know why I was thinking all I needed was these two pieces of paper, so I've added a few more. I wanted some of the embossed black paper. That piece ends up being too small, so I pulled out this sort of cheetah print and then this other black and white paper. Just to get a little more variety on the page, because I know that I want to do some layered mats on the photos. And then I have these enamel dots. I think I end up using the gems. So this paper is Stampin' Up! From a multicolored tone on tone, not really tone on tone, white on color paper kit. Sorry, I had to change out my adhesive there, but it was fast. Thought I was going to have to cut the video, but I didn't. All right, so I did ink them just to give it a little more dimension. And it's an approximation of their logo. It's not, I didn't download an image of their logo and then cut it, but I think it's pretty close. You get the idea. And then I'm still not sure at this point what the layout is exactly going to look like. So you can see here I'm playing with it a little bit, trying to decide. I decide that's going to be too wide. I'm not going to have enough room for layers on the side of the photos and stuff like that. And so here I'm thinking if I want to do it that way, and I think I do, I'm going to go ahead and separate these photos. And I do have to trim up the white to make sure it's somehow even. I'm still contemplating what I want it to look like. And I think I'm going to do this and lean in this direction a little bit. And now I'm going to start adding mats to the photos. And I'm just trying to alternate because I have black. I'm trying to alternate something lighter with a black one, for example. And I look at this, I think, all right, I might do that. And then I change my mind. And I decide to use silver just so that this one larger picture is really emphasized. And that paper is not big enough for me to fit both of them. And I really want a block for these photos. So I ended up having to, it was a little too long to fit on that other side. So this, you can't really tell it's a cheetah print on there, but I do like the extra texture that you get with these embossed black papers. Because black can sometimes look so flat. And so I like this look a little bit better. I like this stack, but I need more layers. That one's too short. I can't do a whole layer on it. I think I do that. So I like this black, but I needed a white one between it. So I'm going to use this black and white heart. I think this is a Vicky Bouton paper. I'm just trimming it so you can see all the hearts. And then I'll use that on each block, but I'm not going to completely mat it. I probably should have cut off that branding strip before I started just chopping. So I like that look, that one is sort of even layers of matting, and then the other one's going to be a little more helter-skelter, let's say. A little more irregular. Just to create more interest and not make it look so even. And here on that side, I need something white between those two layers. So I'm just playing around, trying to sort of randomize things. And I decide, let's tear the bottom. Let's increase that randomness a little bit more. So just adding a few more layers to this set. And I'm pretty happy with that. And I just have to figure out, it's time to embellish. I just need to figure out where I want my embellishments. And this changes. I'm auditioning things and things are going to change. And then I realize, okay, let's get the title taken care of. And I just decide to use that logo and say, representing Texas Tech, bound. And just going to position everything where I want it. As you can tell, that word bound is way too high. It's just not tied in enough. I'm trying to use some of these plastic paper clips on some pages. I do like them. They're from Bella Boulevard. And I'm just trying to sort of tie all these things together a little bit better. And make sure that I'm properly filling this space. And I'm thinking those guns are going to go there on the side, and they end up not. Because I have some other things I want to put there. So things are going to move around and change. I have this old card of sentiments that I've had for a long time, and rather than using the full squares, I'm just going to cut the words out, ink them, and then use them for wordy bits. So one says dream, one says achieve. So I'm just trying to figure out where they're going to go. This all changes. This is a Vicky Bouton paper clip. And then this I love. It's kind of a Western bandana style journal box, which is perfect for this page. great color, but I'm not loving everything yet. So I'm still playing around. So it's just looking too scattered on that side. So I need to do something about that. And I'm starting to get a feeling for what I want to do. Acting like those are paper clipped together. So now I've got dream and achieve sort of as a, I guess, a little bit of a subtitle. Just moving things around there. And those guns are still not working because it's leaving weird gaps. So those are going to go down where I have a little bit of space. I'm not losing story value in that corner of the photo. So I'm going to make a little cluster down there. So it's a triangular layout of embellishments. And then there's actually two stickers on here that I thought about using. One was the love with the Texas on it, but it's too big and square. I don't think it's going to work where I want it. And this is Life is Good, Texas. And I decided not to use any more of those. I had pulled this black and white twine out. I think that should go on the page. So I'm just going to make a little bow because she's a girl. I did make a couple of adjustments later. I moved that red strip out a little bit. I added a couple more stickers. I added another red sticker, a red heart sticker from another sticker sheet I found after I filmed. So a couple of tiny additions. But in general, this is where everything, I decided this needed pop dots because it wasn't sitting flat. And then I'm just adding these gems to it for a little brightness, a little glimmer. Yeah, that's where I moved that so you could see the tail end of it. Fixing some of the adhesive situation, and here we go with some close-ups. Please give this video a thumbs up. I had a lot of fun getting creative with just a couple of colors. So come back for more content. I've got cards, hauls, layouts, and much more on my channel. Thanks a lot, you guys.